Good morning, students. Let's start with the next topic, that is the processing device. Before starting with the processing device, first of all tell me what is processor. What is processing device? Processing क्या है आपका? Processing means treating the data according to the instructions and changing it in the form of information. We get the data, we get the input, and after processing, it means after processing the data accordingly, we get the output. So what is the work of processing? To work on the data to make it in the form of information. Clear? Now processor. Processor or central processing unit is the processing device of a computer, is also known as brain of the computer. As you all know, CPU is known as the brain of the computer, where it performs all the calculations, process data and information. कोई भी data information को process करता है. Calculations we can do in computer, complex to complex calculations we can do. It receives the input from input devices. It receives the input. हमने सारी इनपुट डिवाइसेस पढ़ी थी. वहाँ से आपका कंप्यूटर क्या करता है, डेटा को लेता है, प्रोसेस करता है एंड सेंड द प्रोसेस्ड result to the output devices. Now CPU consists of 3 units. Previously I told you about 3 units of CPU, that is CU, MU and ALU. Now we'll discuss it here. Now first of all ALU. ALU means arithmetic logic unit. So in this part of CPU, here all the mathematical calculations यानी कि addition, subtraction, multiplication, divisions are here in this part of CPU. Arithmetic operations include basic calculations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Comparison operations involve comparing one data item with another. For example, greater than, equal to, less than, these signs are used for comparison data. And for logical operations, use conditions along with logical operator like and, or, not. These are used for the logical operators. Now next is control unit. So what is the work of control unit? As you know from the name control, it means whole functions controlled by this control unit. It checks result given by ALU. It also checks what to do and when to do. कब क्या करना है, कैसे करना है. So all the work done by CU. Like in our school, all the work done by our coordinators. It checks that all the work are done properly or not. When work have to do. So who done this? It is done by our coordinators. Same in the CPU. CU is the coordinator of all the computer. So it has the major work to check what to do, when to do, check that the results given by ALU it is okay or not. So this is the main work of CU. Now memory unit. So you all know memory unit holds the data that needs to be processed. Hold the data को hold करता है जो process करना होता है, as well as the data that has already been processed by CPU. It stores the data also. Now CPU manufacturers. The biggest manufacturer of CPU is Intel. This is the popular name you all know, which makes the Pentium and Celeron processors. The other CPU maker is AMD, which manufactures the Sempron and Athlon chips. Macintosh computer used to come with Power PC chips made by Motorola. These are the CPU manufacturers. These companies manufactures processors. As you all know processors now, it is inside the CPU. These are the processors, and processor is used. Why processor is used? To process the data for making information. Very good. Now multi-core processor. Multi-core processor, the most processor chip manufacturer now offer multi-core processor. Multi से समझ में आ रहा होगा, यानी कि बहुत सारे प्रोसेसर एक ही चिप में. A processor core contains the circuitry necessary to execute instructions. The operating system views each processor core as a separate processor. A dual processor core is a chip that contains 2 separate processors. एक चिप में 2 प्रोसेसर हैं. And a quad core processor is a chip with 4 separate processor cores. Am I clear to you? Now our chapter has been completed. In next I'll start with the question answers and exercises. Thank you.